Okay, Shabbat Shalom, good Shabbos. I'm corresponding with you nice folks from the Hall of Empty Bookcases. Why would anybody have empty bookcases? Could it be they're planning to, you fill in the blank. Okay. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. This is Shabbat Korach. Korach was a rascally fellow. We'll be talking about him later. And in the meantime, we can get started on page 13. It's like deja vu all over again because I just finished doing a service for the John Knoxians. Okay, sounds like a different planet. Okay, thank you. Page 13. Shalom Aleichem Malachei Hasharet Malachei Elyon Mimelech Malchei Lachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Boachem L'Shalom Malachei Shalom Malachei Elyon Mimelech Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Lai 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 lai. Barchuni l'shalom malachei hashalom malachei yon. Mimelech malchei hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Tzedchem l'shalom malachei hashalom malachei elyon Mimelech malchei hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Continuing, page 14. Yedid Nefesh. All right. Soulmate loving God, compassion's gentle source, take my disposition and shape it to your will. Like a darting deer, will I rush to you before your glorious presence. Humbly will I bow. Let your sweet love delight me with its thrill, because no other dainty will my hunger still. How splendid is your light, illumining the world. My soul is weary, yearning for your love's delight. Please, good God, do heal her, reveal to her your face, the pleasure of your presence, bathed in your grace. She will find strength and healing in your sight. Forever will she serve you, grateful with all her might. Die, 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 die. Yada die 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 yada die 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 yada die 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 yada die 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 yada die 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 yada die 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 yada die 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 yada die 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 yada die 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 yada die 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 die. Die, die, die. Let's read together, please. At the bottom of the right-hand side of page 14, it's an English prayer by a poet named Ruth Bryn. I do not know her work. This is an example of it, so maybe after this I'll know it. Together, dear God, help us now to make this a new Shabbat. After noise, we seek quiet. After crowds of indifferent strangers, we seek to touch those we love. After concentration on work and responsibility, we seek freedom to meditate, to listen to our inward selves. We open our eyes to the hidden beauties and the infinite of possibilities in the world you are creating. We break open the gates of the reservoirs of goodness and kindness in ourselves and in others. We reach toward one holy, perfect moment of Shabbat. And God, this Shabbat, please look down upon our people in the land of Israel and protect them, defend them, and bring this terrible, terrible conflict to a close. Amen. Page 15. Nikadma fana bitoda, bismirot narialo, kiel gadol Adonai, umelech gadol, al kol Elohim. You'll notice that for Shabbat, I'm wearing the blue and white talit. I notice for Shabbat, our dear little Lily is wearing her customary black and white and some brown trim. They call that liver. When Biscuit was around and about, they always called it liver. I didn't really care for it, but what are you going to do? Okay, let's do page 16. Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash, Ki Liolam Chasto, Hoshia Lo Yamino, Uzroa Kacho. Reading silently, page 16. And the last two lines. Lifnei Adonai kiva, kiva lishpot haaretz, yishpot tevel b'tzedek, miyamim be'emunato. Continuing now on page 20, the Mizmor LeDavid. As always, we sing this particular psalm when we're carrying the Torah around. And we sing it on Shabbat, on Friday night also. Mizmor LeDavid, Havul Adonai, B'nei Havul Adonai, Kavod Va'oz, Havul Adonai, Kevod Shemo, Yishtachavu Adonai, Behadrat Kodesh, Ol Adonai al Hamayim, El HaKavod Hirim, Adonai al Mayim Rabim, Ol Adonai, Ba'akoach, Ol Adonai, Behadar, Ol Adonai, Shover Arazim, Vayishaber Adonai, et arze halavanon, vayarkidem kimo egel, levanon vesirion, kimo ven rehemim, kol Adonai, chotzev lavotesh, kol Adonai, yachil midbar, yachil Adonai, midbar kadesh, kol Adonai, yechol elayalot, Vayechesof Yarot, Uvehechalo, Ulo Merkavod, Adonai Lamabul, Yashav, Vayeshev Adonai, Melech Liolam, Adonai Oz, Liamu Yitain, Adonai Yivarech, Et Amu Vashalom. Did you catch that? I just mentally switched to Shabbat morning. I did the first couple of words of the prayer that follows this psalm on Shabbat morning, as opposed to Friday night. Friday night, there is no psalm that follows this. Rather, it's L'cha Dodi. L'cha Dodi L'krat Kala, B'nei Shabbat Nikabela. L'cha Dodi L'krat Kala, B'nei Shabbat Nikabela. Shamor v'zachor v'diburecha, Ishmi'anu el hamiuchad, Na'e echad u'shemo echad, L'shem u'tiferet v'litila. L'cha, l'cha, dodi, dodi, cha dodi l'krat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi lekrat kala, hene Shabbat nekabila. Likrat Shabbat lichuvenelcha, ki meko abracha, lerosh mikede, sucha sov maaseh b'machshavat chila. Lecha, lecha, dodi, dodi, chadodi lekrat kala, hene Shabbat nekabila. Lecha dodi lekrat kala, hene Shabbat nekabila. Page 22, please rise, face the doors in the rear of the sanctuary, and your house becomes your sanctuary, through which the Sabbath Queen will enter. Ui v'shalo ha'ateret ba'ala, gam b'simcha u'tzala, toch emunei am segula, bo'ichala, bo'ichala. Lecha, lecha, dodi, dodi, chadodi lekrat kala, hene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi lekrat kala, hene Shabbat nekabela. Please be seated. Page 23. Mizmor Shir Liyom HaShabbat. Reading silently. Tzadika tamar ifrach ki eres balvano eske shetulim beveit Adonai b'chato Eloheinu yafri. O Yenuvun Tiseva Tishenim Irananim Eyu Lehagi Yashar Adonai Suri Velo Avlata. We can put the prayer books aside, and I'm speaking about the Torah portion. Torah portion of this Torah for this Shabbat is Korach. And Korach was a power-mad would-be despot, and reminds me, frankly, that of all, some things don't change, that there remain power-mad would-be despots. And the difference is that, well, what happened to Korach hasn't happened to them yet, but we can be hopeful. Because what happens is that the Israelites are following Moses through the wilderness. They've already built the sanctuary, the portable shrine, and they need somebody to serve in the shrine. Who is the older brother of Moses, who becomes the Kohen Gadol, the high priest? Okay, let's do multiple choice. It was Chopsy, who used to make kosher pizzas in Washington Heights. It was Grabstein's, which was the name of another deli in Ebbets Old neighborhood, or it was Aaron. Who was it? Chopsy, Korach, or no, I'm sorry. Korach, it was Aaron. Aaron was the high priest, and he was doing a very nice job. Thank you very much. He did lose two of his boys in the service, so to speak. But anyway, what happens is that Korach, at the very beginning of the Torah portion, what happens is that Korach approaches Moses. He doesn't say, "Hey, how you doing, Mo?" He says, "I'm confronting you." He's confrontational, and you meet people who are confrontational, and generally they die lonely and alone. But not in this case, because we don't know. Well, we do know what happens to Korach. He steps up to Moses and he says, "Moses, Moses, Moses." He says, all the congregation are holy, and the Spirit of God rests upon them all. And plus, I'm a Levi too. How come I don't get to serve God in the shrine, in the Mishkan, in the dwelling place of God? And Moses and Aaron hear this, And what is their reaction? They shut up this Grube Jung, this good-for-nothing young person who should watch what he says. Number two, they fall upon their faces. How many of you think it was they tell him off? Nobody. How many of you think they fall upon their faces? Which says something about overwork, stress, and the difficulties of maintaining a living. And did Moses ever take a vacation? Did he ever say, I'm going to the Catskills, leave me alone, I'm going to sit and eat blintzes and sour cream, it's going to be wonderful? No, because I picture him in the wilderness with his little attaché case, walking along with the weight of the world on his shoulders. And if he ever wants to take a break, he turns around. And who is following him? If we extrapolate, as I've said before, from the 600,000 male Israelites escaped from Egypt, how many does that leave? And because each one of these male Israelites, 600,000, has a wife and also 2.5 children. 1.5 million Israelites wandering through the wilderness, which teaches you that the 600,000 is, with all due respect to Moses and God, baloney. It's an exaggeration. It's a poetical exaggeration, only it's not terribly poetical. Well, the Moses says to Korach, after he picks himself up, dusts himself off, and starts all over again, he says to him, you good for nothing, you, I want you to show up tomorrow, if you're such a much, and bring your 250 followers, and they should all bring their warming pans, not warming pans, they should bring their incense burners. The incense burner, in my research, has turned out to look a lot like a warming pan. New England. Nobody here is from New England. No New England. I guess, and you're from, oh, wait, excuse me. Our wonderful correspondent for this evening and for so many other evenings is Doreen. She is from New England. She has the accent and everything. One time, tell her, no, never mind. Okay. Anyway, so he shows up the next day, and I always envision this, and I've talked about this before with the rabbis on repeats. Well, it's the summer. You're allowed to have repeats in the summer. And Moses is at one end of the dusty town in this little cow town as it appeared in high noon. Do not forsake me, oh my darling, on this our wedding day. And at the other end of the dusty street is Korach and 250 people. At this end is only Moses and Aaron. And Korach says, well, are you ready to give up your leadership? And Moses says, here now, you rebels, he says. Why do you think you can get away with this? God will avenge me. And just then, what happens? The earth splits open, and Korach and his followers sink down, 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 all the way to hell, which is interesting because hell is really not mentioned in the text. The only other place was Sheol, which is in Genesis, which is a place of silence. Still, it's certainly effective in a manner of getting rid of your enemies. And we can only wish, as I say, the same upon some people out there in the world today. But the only thing remaining of Korach and his underlings is their warming pans, which, as I neglected to describe before, you've seen these in all those old antique shops in places like, here it comes again, New England, where it gets very cold winter. And you need these things. You put hot coals in the warming pan. That's especially helpful if you're living in the 17th or 18th centuries. No, the 18th or 19th centuries, excuse me. And then you take the handle of the warming pan and you smack one right out of the park. No, you shove it under the mattress to warm it up. Of course, you have a good chance, a very good chance, of setting your mattress on fire. So you got to be careful with these things. But the only thing left of Korach and his followers, because the Schnooks showed up that morning determined to take over leadership from Moses and Aaron, and they brought their warming pans. So where's Korach? Down there. Where are Datan and Aviram? Also down there. And nothing left but the warming pans. And God says, this is terrible. This is like God after the flood, after the cataclysm. God says, you know what? I got rid of the bad guys. Take the warming pans. He says, they've been dedicated to me, that makes them kadosh, that makes them holy. What we call hekdesh, that which belonged to the shrine. And that is really the Torah portion. I find it very dramatic, very good acting, especially Moses, who in this particular guise is playing, what was his name? Gary Cooper. Gary Cooper, who wears that little string tie, that white shirt throughout the entire movie, never gets dirty, never gets sweaty. It's amazing. You got to love Hollywood. Okay? Any questions? You'll ask me tomorrow. Let's move on now to the Baruch Hu. Please rise for the Baruch Hu. Page 28. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach, Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, L'olam Vahed, Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, L'olam Vahed. Amen. Please be seated. Let Ron hone again because it's 7:30, so we're right on time. And continue now. And I'm dedicating this lower left-hand reading on page 28 to the astronauts, because I heard someone told me that the astronauts had a problem with the space capsule. It's leaking helium, which is mostly a problem that rabbis encounter on Earth. But out in space, leaking your helium can be a very dangerous proposition for reasons that have not yet been explained to me. But the astronauts are in good health and they're all safe, but it's going to take a while for them to come back to. Nana called it. Nana said would go on a plane and come down and land and say it's good to be back on terracotta, and I cannot help but agree with her. Her Latin wasn't what it should have been. Okay. Avat olam beit Yisroel amchavta Torah u'mitzvot u'kim mishpatim otanu limadita ki hem chayenu v'orech yameinu uvahem negeh yomam v'layla v'avatecha al tasir mimenu li'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai ohev hamo Yisroel. And the Shema on page 30, cover the eyes. Shema Yisroel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Uncover the eyes. Baruch, that's how Kirby says the Shema. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Biholam Vahed. Let's read the English. You shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your might. These words which I command you this day shall be on your heart, and teach them diligently to your children, and recite them at home and away, night and day. Bind them as a sign upon your hand, as a reminder above your eyes. Inscribe them upon the doorposts of your homes and upon your gates. Now the Chamocha on page 32, midway down, the English and translated from the Hebrew. Chamocha Ohelim Adonai, Mi Kamocha Gedor Kodesh, Nahorati Lot, Osef Ele, Achut Harovanecha, Okayam Lifnei Moshe, Seili Anu Viamru, Ayim Loch, Violam Vahed, Benemar, Ifadadra et Yaakov, Ugialo miad chazak mimen, Baruch atah Adonai, Oal Yisroel. Amen. And let's get the list of the cholim, the folks who are not well. Okay. Here we go. I'd like to read the names of those who are on page 33 for the prayer for the cholim, the folks who are not well. Paul Dobbs, Refuah Shlema. Sheila Bergman, Refuah Shlema. Jeff Stern, Refuah Shlema. Sonia and Herb Yevsky, Refor Shlema. Elisa Pepper, Refor Shlema. Laura Durant, Refor Shlema. Vince and Patricia Massey, Refor Shlema. Rachel Spear, Refor Shlema. Let's read the English paragraph. Help us, Adonai, to lie down in peace and awaken us again, our sovereign, to life. Spread over us your shelter of peace. Guide us with your good counsel. Save us because of your mercy. Shield us from enemies and pestilence, from starvation, sword, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, O God, who watches over us and delivers us, our gracious and merciful ruler. Guard our coming and our going. Grant us life and peace, now and always. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Praise to you, Adonai, spreads the shelter of peace over us, over all his people Israel, over Jerusalem and the entire world. Amen. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomech, oruch atah Adonai, orei sukat shalom, aleinu v'al kol amo Yisroel, v'al Yerushalayim, al kol haolam kulo. Amen. And the B'Shamru. Vishamru v'nei Yisroel et ha-Shabbat Masud et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berito Vishamru v'nei Yisroel et ha-Shabbat Masud et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berito olam. Veini uvein b'nei Yisroel, oti liolam, oti liolam, oti liolam. Vishamru b'nei Yisroel, et ha-Shabbat, lasot et ha-Shabbat, lidorotam berito olam. Uvayom hashvi, Shabbat v'nafash, Shabbat v'nafash, Shabbat v'nafash, V'shamru b'nei Yisroel, et ha-Shabbat, lasot et ha-Shabbat, lidorotam berito olam. Please rise to the half Kaddish. Yitgadal, the Yitkadash Shemerab. Amen. Yalma divra chirute, v'yamlich mahalchute, v'chaye chon uvyo omechon, uvchaye dechol beit Yisroel. Bagala, bagala, uvizman karim, v'meru. Amen. Yitbarach, Yitbarach, Yishtabach, U'avitromam Vitnase, Yitadar, Yitale, Yitalam, Shemei Kudeshabri, Liela, in kol birchata, v'shirata, tushbechata, v'nechemata, damihiran bi'alema, v'yimeru. Amen. The Amidah, standing silent prayer, beginning on 35b and concluding on 38. And because this is Rosh Chodesh Tammuz, that is the new month of Tammuz, I'd like you to add the prayer at the bottom of page 36, Ya'aleh V'yavo. When you're done, you may be seated. Thank you very much. Okay, I would like us to read the prayer for the new month, the month of Tammuz. As I mentioned last Shabbat, Tammuz was sort of an Adonis figure for the Babylonians, more in love with himself than he ought to have been. But that's Narcissus. Never mind. At the bottom of page 36 in the English on the left. Our God and God of our ancestors, show us your care and concern. Remember our ancestors. Recall your anointed, descended from David, your servant. Protect Jerusalem, your holy city. Exalt all your people Israel with life and well-being, contentment and peace on this Rosh Chodesh Tammuz. Grant us life and blessing. Remember us for good. Call your promise of mercy and redemption. Be merciful to us and save us. We place our hope in you. Loving and merciful God, may we witness your merciful return to Zion. Praise to Adonai, who restores the divine presence to Zion. Amen. Continuing now on page 48. I'm sorry, 47. And we'll read the heavens and the earth together at the top. The heavens and the earth and all they contain were completed. On the seventh day, God finished the work he had been doing, and ceased on the seventh day from all the work that he had done. And God blessed the seventh day and called it holy, because on it God ceased from all the work of creation. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, U'el Hagadol Gibar v'Norah, El Elyon Pnei Shamayim v'Aretz, Gain Avot Bidvaro, Chaye Metim B'Mamaro, Oel Hakadosh Shein Kamohu Ameniach Liach From Shabbat Kodsho Kivam Ratza Lehaniach Lahem Kivam Ratza Lehaniach Lahem Lefanav Navod B'Yirav V'Fachad V'Nodeh Lishmo B'Chol Yom Tamid Ein Habrach El Ahut Don Hashalom Mekadesh Hashabbat Umvarech Shevi Umeniach B'Kedusha Amidu Shnei Ondei Zecher Lemase Vereshit Zecher Lemase Bereshit. Page 48. You may remain seated. The Kaddish Shalem. It's not a mourner's Kaddish. It's a Kaddish showing that we've nearly concluded the evening service, the Ma'ariv. Yitkara v'ikra Shemei Rabba Amen. Yom Adivra Chirutei v'yimliach Malchutei. V'chaye Chon v'yimei Chon. V'chaye L'chol Beit Yisrael. Agalav V'zman Kariv Yimru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba Mevorach. V'yola Yomei Olmaya. Yitbarach. Barach V'yishtabach. Yitpo'ar V'yitramam V'yitnaseh. Itadar V'yitaleh V'yitalol Shmei Kodesh Rihu V'elam Min Kol Berchata V'shirata V'shvata V'nachmata Ta'amiran B'yalma V'yimru Amen. Al Tzlo Toda V'uton D'cha Yisrael V'dam Avon D'Vishmaya V'yimru Amen. V'hei Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya V'chayim Aleinu Al Kol Yisrael V'yimru Amen. Ose Shalom B'mromav Uyase Shalom Aleinu V'al Kol Yisroel Imru Amen. Yase Shalom Shalom Aleinu V'al Kol Yisroel Yase Shalom Shalom Aleinu V'al Kol Yisroel Yal Kol Yoshvei Tevel Imru Amen. Kiddush on page 49. Charge your cups. Savri Mornan Rabbanan Rabbatai, Baruch Atonai, Eloheinu melech olam, Borei pri hagafen. Amen. Baruch Atonai, Eloheinu melech olam, Asher kishon mitzvotav ratzavanu, B'Shabbat kodsho b'yavav ratzan chilanu, Zikaron l'maaseh v'reishit, Kihu yom techila, Limekrai Kodesh, Zecher Litziat Mitzrayim, Kivanu Acharta, Yotanu Kidashta, Mikol Huamim, Shabbat Kodshecha, Yava Uvratzon, Inchaltanu, Baruch Atah Adonai, V'kadesh Shabbat. Amen. Chaim l'shalom of simchas. Okay, if it's okay, I would be very happy to invite our loving and lovely temple president, Ms. Rita Fleming Klein, to address us.
Good Shabbos, everyone.
Shabbat.
Good Shabbos. Dina, you have such a beautiful accent wall behind you. It's really lovely. I know that you're out visiting your son. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Rachel. I see your little hand to left. It's a beautiful wall. I hope you're having a wonderful time. Really, this Shabbat tonight, just wishing everyone a very sweet Shabbos. The temple office resumes on this Monday and Thursday. I was off for the first time in 7 years yesterday, the first Thursday off like ever, and I couldn't figure out what day it was. It felt so strange. So, but it was a good day. So a happy 4th of July as well. Wishing only the best for our country. Not the worst. And what should I say? Just much love to all of you. There's a lot of things that are coming up. Thank you all for your membership dues coming in. We appreciate that very, very much. It's wonderful. Hi, Donna. Hi, sweetheart. Yeah, send those dues in. It's very, very important. And so far, as you always do, you've done a beautiful showing at the very beginning of our membership drive. Your dues are the lifeblood of Temple. So never forget how important you are and how loved you are as well. Have a very sweet Shabbos.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Rita. All right. And I echo your thoughts and wishes for the temple and for the country and the world. All right. The Aleinu is on page 51. Please rise. Aleinu l'shabeach, ladon hakol, latet gedula, liotzer breshit, shelo asanu, kigoye haratzot, ilo samanu, mishpachot hadama, shelo sam, chelkenu kahem, vigor aleinu, kechol hamonam, anachnu korim, Mishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim Hakadosh Baruch Hu shehu noteh shamayim v'yoseh haaretz u'moshav yikaro b'shamayim imal v'nemar Haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz Hayom hahu, Yeh Adonai Echad, Ushemo, Ushemo, Ushemo Echad, Ushemo Echad. Please remain standing for the mourner's Kaddish. We do this in solidarity with our brothers and sisters in the land of Israel and also those who made the supreme sacrifice. Yitkadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah, Amen. Yalma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei. V'chayei chon v'yimei chon v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael. V'agalau v'zman kariv v'yimru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevorach v'yolam ulmeil maya. Yitborach v'yishtabach v'yitpo'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. Yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shemei d'kudisha b'richu. V'elam min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechamata. Tamiran bi'alma v'yimru Amen. Yehei shalama rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimru Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav. Huyaseh shalom. Aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael. V'yal kol yishvei tevel. V'yimru Amen. All right, please be seated. And Kirby, come here. Okay, we'll finish up with the Adon Olam. And yes, she's.
Oh, I missed them reading. Could you do them again?
I wanted to show you this little visitor. My Nana brought this back from Israel back in 1957, I believe. He davens. Yes, you see. And
He has a broken nose.
he has a broken nose. It's been a tough number of years since he came back with Nana. Okay, let's do the traditional tune. How is this shy? Adon Olam Asher Molach B'terem kol yitzir nivra Li'et nasa v'chefzo kol Azai melech Shimon ikra v'yacharei Yichlo takul Levado Yimloch nahora V'hu haya v'hu hoveh V'hu yiyeh v'tifach V'hu echad v'ein sheni Lehamshilo lehachbira V'li reishit v'li tachlit V'lo haoz v'hamisra Hu eli v'chai goal Tzur chavli v'yetzara V'hu nisei umanosli Menat kosi v'yomeh Biyado Afkid Ruchi V'yetishan V'yahira V'imruchi Giviyati Adonai li V'lo ira Shabbat Shalom. Wait, Shabbat Shalom. Bless Shabbat Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shabbat Shalom. Please rise for the closing benediction, and then maybe we'll have some shmooze time. Yivarechacha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May the Lord bless you and keep you. Yo'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichunecha. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. The Lord turn his face unto you, grant you peace. Say Amen. Shabbat Shalom. Good Shabbos.
Shabbos.
Yay.
Shabbos.
Okay.
Happens to everyone.
Okay.
Those blessings are very meaningful, Rabbi.
The what is? Oh, the blessings. Yes.
I really look forward to those. It's like you finish your service feeling so taken care of.
Thank you, sweet. Thank you very much. All the best.
So what do you guys, is all your furniture gone from the house too? You just your bed?
Oh, look.
Oh, we have lots of furniture. Yeah.
Are you ready to move, Rabbi?
You never really get ready. You just, it's like jumping off the high board. Yeah.
Oh, where are you moving to? Where are you moving?
Winmore.
Oh, that's a nice place.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, yeah, my aunt lived there for many years.
Yes. Yes, about that. Okay.
Nice.
Okay, all right, be well, everybody, take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Take
Thank you,
care.
Doreen.
See you guys
Thank you.
Good
tomorrow, early in the
Shabbos,
morning.
everybody.
See
Stay
you.
Good
healthy, Dana.
Shabbos.
Shabbos. You
Night,
bet.